Hello everyone, this is Shahpar here. Welcome to medsparkles. Today I'll talk about respiratory system. Respiratory system has got four main stages. Number one is ventilation, then diffusion, then transport of oxygen and carbon dioxide, and exchange between tissue and blood. Functions of respiratory system are numerous and also important for our body. Like it supplies the body with oxygen and disposes the carbon dioxide. There are also some non-respiratory functions of respiratory system like filtering inspired air, moistening inspired air, vocalization, then control of blood pH, enhancing venous return, clearing the body from excess water and heat. Here you can see some important normal values. Breathing or pulmonary ventilation consists of two cyclic phases. One is inhalation and the other one is exhalation. Now, I'll talk about inhalation. What is inhalation? Inhalation is a very active process that requires input of energy. The diaphragm contracts, moving downward and flattening. Now, come to the exhalation. What is exhalation? Exhalation is a passive process that takes advantage of the recoil properties of the elastic fiber. The diaphragm relaxes, the elasticity of the lungs and the thoracic cage allows them to return to their normal size and shape. These two processes happens when phrenic nerves stimulate. Let's talk about physiology of respiration. The process of gas exchange in the body is called respiration. It has got three basic steps. Number one, pulmonary ventilation or breathing. It is the inhalation and exhalation of air and involves the exchange of air between the atmosphere and the alveoli of the lungs. External or pulmonary respiration. It is the exchange of gases between the alveoli of the lungs and the blood in pulmonary capillaries across the respiratory membrane. In this process, pulmonary capillary blood gains oxygen and loses carbon dioxide. Internal or tissue respiration. It is the exchange of gases between blood in systemic capillaries and tissue cells. In this step, the blood loses oxygen and gains carbon dioxide. Within cells, the metabolic reactions that consume oxygen and give off carbon dioxide during the production of ATP are termed cellular respiration. There are two major mechanisms of regulation of respiration. One is nervous regulation of respiration and another one is chemical regulation of respiration. Chemical regulation of respiration depends on concentration of carbon dioxide in blood, then concentration of hydrogen ions or pH, or concentration of oxygen in blood. Respiratory center is divided into four major groups. Two groups in the medulla and two groups in the pons. The pons having two groups, one is pneumotaxic center, which transmits inhibitory impulses to the inspiratory area, thus helps turn off the inspiratory area before the lungs become too full of air. Another one is apneustic center or pontine respiratory group, which activates inspiratory area, resulting in a long, deep inhalation. Now I'll talk about two groups in the medulla. One is the dorsal respiratory group and another one is the ventral respiratory group. They control basic rhythm of respiration. Physiology is always related with anatomy. Like for knowing the respiratory system better, we have to know the major respiratory muscles like diaphragm, external intercostal, internal intercostal, abdominal muscles, sternocleidomastoid muscle, then scalenus. Pulmonary surfactant is a complex mixture of lipids and proteins secreted by the type 2 alveolar cells. It lowers alveolar surface tension. It also decreases hydrogen bonding at the alveolar air-water interface. It is more crowded in small alveoli. The pleura separates each lung from the thoracic wall and other structures. It secretes a thin intrapleural fluid which lubricates the pleural surfaces as they slide past each other. Protective reflexes such as sneezing and coughing is done by respiratory system. Inhalation of noxious agents triggers cessation of ventilation. The expression of various emotional states such as laughing, crying are also done by respiratory system. Hiccups are caused by respiratory system. The respiratory center is reflexly inhibited during swallowing. Transmural pressure gradient plays an important role in respiration. 4 mm mercury difference in pressure enables lungs to expand and shrink. When intraalveolar pressure is less than atmospheric pressure, then it causes inspiration, and when intraalveolar pressure is more than atmospheric pressure, then it causes expiration. That's all for today. Thank you all for watching my videos. Allah Hafiz.